Good morning. Good Thursday morning, I guess. I'm getting started here. Good morning. You bet. It's a beautiful day here in Llano, Texas. It's cloudy and cold. How's that? Is that beautiful? It depends on what your definition of beauty is, I guess. But I think, hey, Google, what's the temperature? Sometimes she does that. Hey, Google, stop. Hey, Google, what's the temperature? She's acting like she doesn't know. Hey, Google,
Currently
never mind. Hey, Google, what's the temperature?
in Llano it's currently 47 degrees.
Yeah, that's the high for today. It gets a little cooler as we move through the day. This is a hoodie. I look like a monk, you know what I mean? But anyway, what else is going on? Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It's right now, and right now is going. Right now went by. Adios, adios. Right now. Anyway, what else? Yeah. What else? What else? What else? Never worry about what you cannot change. That's a good point. A good point. A point in every direction is a perfect circle. Did you know that? A little giddy this morning. Man, I'm telling you, uh, as you get older, you do the dumbest things. Everybody knows that. But if you don't have a sense of humor, I promise you, you better check out when you're 70 because it doesn't get any better at 80. I'm telling you. Ralph P., good morning, Rusty. And all nice talking road and reminiscing. Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, I enjoy doing that. It's just cruising down the highway. It doesn't get a lot of views. And I wonder why it doesn't get a lot of views. Well, it's not very entertaining. That's one reason. Travis, you need to tell me more of these personal history videos and what it was like. Very interesting. Oh, there. Well, we just growing up in the country in the 50s, and that was kind of the end of an era because when we got into the 60s and 70s, it kind of technology took off, and we were before that. King for a day, I lived on that same planet, and sure do miss it. Yeah, and Ralph P says I second that emotion. Yeah, I hear you. No, it's no, those were the good old days, man. It was a slower pace. Of course, we had the town gossips and all the usual irritating crap, and it was a small town. Everybody knew everybody's business, and we had party lines where people would listen in, and yeah, that was life. It wasn't. It was just it was slower because we didn't have the technology we have today. And all we've done today is speed up the gossip. Cindy B, have you considered putting two up command strips, hooks, one on each side of the blackout curtain, then tape a string on back of poster picture and hang it like a picture? Oh no, it's hanging up there now. I got it. I just stuck it up there. It's there, and yeah. Thank you, Cindy. Debbie Carone, can't sell them either. Yeah, that's it, all those cars. Yeah, there's a lot of cars stacked up on car dealers' lots because they're just high priced, and people don't have the money, and that's the way it is. I mean, Chubby Dippin, Rusty, you got to hold out for the Maverick Raptor. For 85,000, you get 37 USB ports, a 20-inch touchscreen, seating for seven, and an 18-inch bed. The truck all American ranch dressing enthusiasts need. Well, whatever, I think I'll pass. My Ford Maverick's looking better and better. Eduardo Palomo, hey Rusty, we live in an imperfect world, so just leave it alone. If those people can't deal with a little bit of unevenness, too bad. Well, I do me, man. I just do me. Joe Cody, all right. Rusty, I know you change your mind every other day. You just don't, and or more. But if you're thinking about any model new vehicle, start doing some research because there are many engines that are nothing but trouble, An example would be the GMC 6.2 liter. They are so bad you may not make it home before it implodes. Ford has a bad engine. Toyota Tundra. But anyway, yeah, you're right. But I'm not planning on buying a car or pickup at this time, and that's good, I think, for me. So what else? Jerry, Rusty, you're a smart dude, and I appreciate your videos. Well, I'm glad you do, and I don't know about being smart, but I'm here. Well, 80 years old, you got to pick up something. Poker with Dr. Parlay says, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Rusty and his trained chicken. I did have a trained chicken when I was a kid. I sure did. Well, it was trained in the sense, have you ever heard anybody calling a chicken? I'd go, here it comes. Anyway, the life and times of Crazy Patrick. I was waiting for the bus, snow on the ground. I made a good snowball. The next car came by, threw it. The guy's heater must not have been working. He had his window down, I guess to keep his windshield from fogging up. Yeah, I hit him right in the side of his head. I really thought he was going to kill me. Well, those things happen, You wonder why you're still here. Same person. Wow, did this video bring back some old memories? Good job, Rusty. I grew up on a small farm. I could see everything happening in my mind. Yeah, I'm telling you, we had an old Poppin' Johnny. We had a John Deere G, a John Deere B. We had a Massey Harris 44. We had an old Fordson. Well, we call it a Fordson. It was a Ford tractor with the front wheels like that. And then we had 2 combines. Had all kind of crap, man. Jeez. You had to be pretty well independent back then. Anyway, enough said. Hobo Horizons, Caravan Dan Adventures here, aka a couple of other names. This is a favorite of mine. I asked my 80-year-old brother to put pen to paper about his years, recalling our dad's memories, and also about his family reps, 70s and 80s. Those were the best years for me. That was the Bluffton Cemetery. Yeah, I drove out there, and sometimes old cemeteries catch my eye. And there's a lot of old graves out there, so you got to know that those people were just as alive as you and me at one time, and they ain't here no more. Debbie Weckler, glad to hear your stories of younger times. Very cool. Yeah, thank you, Watch. Thank y'all for watching. Main thing, views is all that really counts. Subscribers is just a number. Caravan at Dan Adventures again. It says, have been listening to you for 15 plus years. I spend more time watching your videos from the first 5 years of your history more than the newer ones. I'm only a couple of days from being 70. Your playlists are like money in the bank for longtime viewers. Keep being you, sir. It's a joy watching. Well, I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad you're. Oh, did he say he was having a birthday? I didn't see it. It says, happy birthday, Danny. All right, go for it. Debbie George, thank you. You're welcome on Ruidoso. These stories as always, so entertaining, Rusty. Keeps them coming. That's Clint Price. Debbie says, my heart. Ruidoso. You like Ruidoso, huh? Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Ruidoso, New Mexico?
In Ruidoso, it's currently 26 degrees.
26 degrees? Wow. Tyler of Texas, always a great chat with the Talking Road. Yeah, you're probably going to get a lot of that. You're probably going to get a lot of that. Christina, thanks, Rusty. I have a 2014 Chevy Spark. Appreciate the info and love the Texas accent. Yeah, this was a video I did on the Chevy Spark rear rattle noise. Yeah, it was an exhaust heat shield, and it just rattled like crazy. But you can fix it. Yeah, it's right in the bag. Dr. Dennis, enjoyed this one, man, on the Talking Road. Well, thank you, Dr. Dennis. Same person says, we did all that, Rusty, and more with cattle, hogs, chickens, milk cows, twice a day, hoed the garden all summer by hand, nothing but work. I hear you've been there in the 50s. Yeah, I know that, man. Yeah, but we didn't even think about it as work because that's all we knew. We just thought, well, that's life for everybody, we guess, but it wasn't. Gary Holtz, thanks for sharing the good old days. You are welcome. Welcoming. Boy, if y'all knew how fickle I really was. You, I mean, you're just getting the tip of the iceberg, okay? I mean, the stuff you're seeing on YouTube, that's just the peak. I mean, there's all kind of other fickleness going on beneath that. I mean, I come up with some real crap sometimes. JAIM. Love the trip down memory lane. Pinball machine and jukebox were my favorite things when we made a trip into town. No such shenanigans allowed when my dad was there, but my mom always had a soft spot for us kids. Yeah, usually mothers are a little easier on you. Smack dab in the middle. Oh boy, here's another fanatic. You just said God Almighty in the video, which is true. I thought you don't talk about religious stuff on your channel. You know, smack dab in the middle. I'm going to feed you to Matilda. Why? Well, because I want to. Hide user from channel. That's the option I'm taking. Okay, Matilda, get up here, baby. Here comes smack dab in the middle. Gone forever. Goodbye, smack dab in the middle. And on the way out, he bought 2 waffles with strawberry syrup and hash browns and sausage and orange juice for Matilda. Matilda says, thank you. Smack, smack, dab in the middle. Bye. Okay. Oh, here we go. We got to get rid of him. I don't want him here, man. No. Out, out, out. Here he comes. He's got another one here. I'll show you how positive thinking he is and how much he likes me. Owning outright 2 properties and then renting a third at an RV park, that's just ludicrous. Makes no sense whatsoever. Unreal. Well, you know, you're unreal out of here, man. You ain't coming back either. Out, baby. Out! Anyway, yeah, it's like weeding the garden. You know, we got a garden going along here with beautiful little plants and stuff, and then right in the middle of it is a weed. Out! Anyway, Brian Barbie, one of your best recollection videos. Well, thank you, Brian. Well, you know, I can't keep doing them because I don't remember all that stuff, you know. Well, he's in here again. I'm telling you, he must have left 100 comments. That's all right. But once I get him out, real good. W.P. Wood, growing up in Oklahoma back in the 50s, we had Hampshire hogs. My job was to slop the hogs and to help cut firewood with a crosscut saw. And we had a team of horses to do the plowing. Bathroom was in the woods and no well, just a community spring. No, I hear you, man. We in the 50s, 40s, we weren't that far from the 1800s, you know. I mean, a lot of people were still living like that. We'll do one more here. W.P. Wood. Oh, I read that. Donnie says, howdy. Dogman Chronicles, check his channel out. Thanks for the stories. Thank you. And Time Zone says, I remember like yesterday in high school, a new car was about $4,000, the good old days. Well, I bought a 64 and a half Ford Mustang for $1,990 in 1964, at the end of 1964. Sure did. It wasn't a fastback, just a 2-door coupe, 289 engine. Boy, it was quick too. But anyway, what else? From cool Llano, Texas, on a Thursday morning. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. But if you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link. It helps a little bit. And what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and all that stuff. And then take deep breaths. Breathe in deep. Breathe out slowly. Relieves stress. Lowers your blood pressure. It works. Check it out. What else? Stretch. Swivel. Walk. Pedal. Exercise your body once or twice every single day. Why? Well, why not? I mean, might as well. Huh? You'll feel better. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on. Adios, bye-bye. Hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha. Until the next video. You see that? Woo! That's neat, isn't it? They're coming to take me away. Hey, hey. But anyway, guys, enjoy your Thursday. We got Friday coming up tomorrow again. And beer 30, if I don't forget. Adios, amigos. And happy holidays. I guess we're in them. Adios. Bye bye. This thing is way the hell over here, man.